We are back with a new season of Heroes Arena, and it looks like they had a quality of life update. The check pieces, or chess pieces that were usually here, now have a silhouette with a plus sign. And I believe this indicates that you can mix and match what tiers for each chess piece you want to take advantage of. Which means you can also select which tower between what tier you're willing to try. Now here, obviously we're going to do all of Challenger. You know, that's what we were made to do. The season buff right now is obviously going to go to Lancelot because he is the current festival unit and the seasonal slash special hero, so he's got some buffs going on. So we're going to talk about his team specifically today. So the team that we're taking against, or the tower that we're taking this against, looks like we've got some demons, we got fairies, sins, unknowns, and humans. Great. So this is my team. Very fun team, okay? So we've got the classic green Elaine, massive buffer, LR Glocks, really nice on that defense-related buff. We have probably the best king, Jelly King, AoE weak point, go to damage, and then Lance himself, right? So the buff, I believe, is giving all stats to everybody. Let me double-check that. All stats of all allies, yeah, 10% stat boost. So we're doing a fairy team. The gears are going to be HP defense, literally across the board. Now you'll notice, not even engraved, okay? This man's crazy. Full-on borrowed 14% set. And all of his cosmetics are missing. A straight-up brand fresh spanking new cosmetics right out the summoning gate, okay? Only the affinity, headpiece he's got. And then we have the fairy card set there, okay? So, again, you're going to want to do whatever you can out CC, okay? Going second is kind of dead in Heroes Arena these days. The units are just too busted. Okay? It's probably not even worth the time trying to figure it out, so that's the setup. We're going to go ahead and jump into it. So the first team is going to be the Demon team with Red Chainsaw Roxy. This isn't actually a bad Guild Wars team if you really think about it. Red Roxy's kind of stopping Suicide. Gelda and Demi are the goats of unknown slash demon shenanigans. And then Esther with the Darkness stacks. Now, you might be wondering, how are we going to take on this team? Well, I'm going to let the auto do that for me, okay? So we got Lance doing his talent, I guess. Elaine's going to buff up. Okay, it's an attack-related buff, 15%. AoE weak points coming from King, because it has that priority. And then the first card on the right, we've got Lancelot's AoE penetration for 1.3 mil. Okay, no cosmetics, borrowed SSR gear, theoretically, right? Because you can't borrow UR gear like that. Whatever, that's my point. Okay, we'll move on to Team 2. Maybe it's a little different. Maybe the fairies are a little tankier than demons, that's fine. It probably doesn't work if you go second, right? Because you let Gelda go off a little bit. She might get a stack or two of her HP shenanigans. Let me make sure I hit this auto button again. Let it do its thing. Talent goes off. Makes the run like a half a second slower. Thanks a lot there, Lance. Buff up. Okay. AoE weak point. Goated King. Might be the best King, like I said. Who knows? And this guy's probably the best Lancelot. That's kind of undisputed right now. And that, what, 2 taps the fairy team? Great. We move on. Hit this third team. Maybe the third team's a little tankier. What do we got? We got Sins. I mean, it's Valentine's Deanne. Probably got that Merlin Relic. The Liz is a little weird. If they took the Liz off, maybe if they had UR Gother, the team would probably be a little better. I feel like even Netmarble's trying to cope with making the Angels relevant somehow. But this is going to work in pretty much every tier, okay? Like I said, if you want to make sure that you're going first, and this is an absolute breeze. Obviously, I don't think you can pull this off if you just started playing on this festival, because I don't think Jelly King is available. I think Elaine is. I don't actually remember. Obviously, Lance is, and then LR Glock is on that selectable, the LR crystal thingy. So you can at least get half the team. Then maybe throw in some filler units that have strong AoEs. Or just don't run fairies, okay? We've got a lot of racial combinations these days. There's a lot of teams that are probably Hero Arena viable, okay? Demons, I mean, I was about to list every race. I might as well just say every race. Plus Sins, which isn't a race. But everybody, I think everybody pretty much has a solid team. And you know, we'll try to cover all the teams. We'll see what we got going on. In 2 weeks, we'll have another seasonal buff. We can check out who that buffs up. But, yeah, I mean, this This is great. I love not having to actually do anything. I don't remember if this was autoable in the past, to be honest. But the fact that I can click it and just let this thing go... I wish it would stay autoed instead of having to click at every stage. But I mean, this is great. And this is just incredible. And one thing to keep in mind, though, you need to follow the exact order that the units are placed in, right? Based on the way the AI works, okay? Elaine's always going to buff no matter where she is. But we don't want her using her attack skills. She's on the far left. Glox is irrelevant. Keep him on the left. And we need Lance's skill to go off first, or to go off after King's skill. Who will have priority? Well, we want Lance up front, so that he is for sure to do his AoE right after King's weak point. These rewards, the setup looks different. If you claim the rewards now, your challenge will end. Oh, so we don't want to claim just now. We let that sit there, we let it simmer, and you get all this nonsense. But that's going to be whatever tower that was. The second tower in Challenger tier with the Fairies. So if you guys like to drop a thumb, maybe sub if you're into that, and I'll see you in the next one.